So, for those people who have never heard of Laserforce Nationals before, what are they all about?
So the Laserforce Nationals is a tournament, week-long tournament, and it's where the best Space Marines 5 teams come to compete to find out who's the best in the world. So,
And how many times have you competed in the Nationals?
me personally, this will actually be my 10th tournament this year. I've been playing since 2003 competitively, so when I attended my first one. We, as a centre, Auckland, came second in the tournament that we hosted in 2006, and we won the Ballarat National, which is in Victoria, Australia. We won that Nationals that year, so it was pretty cool.
So, who is representing Laserforce Auckland this year?
So this year, the team is myself. I'm the captain. My codename is GuyNextDoor, and I play heavy. There's also 2K King, who will be our scout. There is DK, who is our other scout. Then we have Virus, who actually lives in Amsterdam. He'll be our commander. He's represented Auckland at numerous other tournaments before. We've got a American / Kiwi player's name is Than, or Thanatos. He'll be our ammo, most likely, and we have we'll call him mercenary. His name is Leju, and he'll be our medic.
How are you feeling about the tournament?
Pretty good. I think us as a site, our expectations is for a top 3 finish. Obviously, we're going there to win. The heavy favourites to win are the Brisbane Nationals team. Those guys have been playing for years, and they have been the best for years. But, I think we've got a really strong team. We've done some really good prep. We've got 4 players out of the team that won in 2008, so that bodes well. There's a lot of experience. We've got, a new guy, DK. He's been playing for years but never played Nationals before, so this will be his first tournament. So, personally, I'm pretty excited. Pretty nervous as well. A few butterflies rolling around, so yeah, I think we'll be all right, I think.
So, given that it is at a tournament level, how different is Space Marines 5 at a competitive level?
Really different. So, when we play on a weekly basis, you have a lot of different levels of skill present. So you've got some guys that have never played before, mixed with some guys that have been around for years. Being at a tournament, pretty much everyone there has played competitively for long periods of time. So they all know what they're doing. They've got a really good feel for the game, and you're playing. Almost everyone there is at the top of their game. So it's insanely harder than when you play on the regular at home. There's also, refs in the maze, so you've got to kind of make sure you're navigating through them properly. You've got to make sure that you're consistently abiding by the rules. Otherwise, the penalties at the Nationals can be pretty hefty. So, yeah, it's quite a bit different than just normal play.
What do you think will be the key factors for the winning teams?
So what separates good and great teams, I think, is communication. Teams that communicate to each other well generally do really well in the game. Guys will tell other guys, when to drop nukes, or if they've killed out a resupply, or anything like that. So communication is massive at Nationals. Another big advantage is the home team. So, or anyone really that's played in that maze before, played in there a few times. Knowing where players move to in the maze if they get flushed is really important. Moving as quickly as you can through the maze is really important. So, yeah, I think those two are really key. Experience obviously has a lot to play. If you've been at the Nationals and had that competitive level before, you're not as nervous as, say, if you playing your first Nationals. That being said, we've got a lot of guys who are pretty confident, so even at their first Nationals. So may not be as big as the other 2 points, but I think that's another key.
And so finally, what's your advice to anyone interested in competing in future nationals?
I would say playing as much high level Space Marines as you can. We play at Auckland Maze. We play on a weekly basis every Tuesday night. But yeah, the more you can come down and play, the quicker you pick the game up. And for some guys, they pick the game up really quickly. For others, it takes them a little while longer. So, the more you can play, the better. Getting or asking a lot of questions of some of the senior people, or people who've played competitively before. They've got a lot to offer. Even people who've only just played one tournament. The difference between how you play before and how you play after a tournament is massive. So, tapping into other people's knowledge is quite a good way. Trying to make, from a personal standpoint, try and make as many contacts as you can at these overseas sites is really important as well. Just means that you sort of make a lot of friends overseas and have a lot of contacts. This game's taken me all over the world, so just being out there and willing to talk to people is pretty handy. Next year, we're actually in prep for Nationals in 2018, which is going to be in Brisbane, which obviously is a lot closer to home, a lot easier to get to than the States. So, we'll put in a lot of time between now and then, and try and bring some of the newer guys up to speed. So hopefully they can make it across the ditch and play in their first tournament. So yeah.